Hello, everybody, and welcome back in. We are going to paint this adorable little girl today, and I've actually written a poem about her that I am going to read in the short video that I make of this. So I'll tell you about that a little bit later. I'm going to teach you how to paint this step by step, all the way from the drawing parts to finishing off the painting. And then at the very end, I will remind you of the giveaway that I have going on right now. And it's just through tomorrow, Sunday, December 22nd, 2024. So stick around for that or check the link in the description because I have that video linked there that tells you all the details about the giveaway. All right, let's get to painting. And starting off just with a regular number 2 pencil, whatever you've got. And I'm just going to draw 2 arcs and attach them with rounded corners. That's going to be the band of our hat. And then just kind of give the hat a little shape. I'm not closing mine off because I want to do a nice big pom-pom there. And then coming right off of the band of the hat, I'm going to make the scarf. And so it's going to be 2 arcs going the other way. And you can make that a lot wider if you'd like. Do whatever you see fit for this scarf. Now we're going to make sure she's extra plump because you will hear her story if you watch the short video in which I will read my poem about her cute little life. And now we're just drawing in the wings, and I will be erasing that middle line that is the outline of the body. So we're just sketching this out real quick. The legs are just 2 straight lines, and then the feet are just 3 little lines. Pretty simple. And then for the beak, it's going to be kind of a diamond shape. And then the eyes, just 2 circles. And I make one a little bit bigger than the other one. And so I'm just going to erase that one and tweak it a little bit. Try to get them similar size. They don't have to be perfect. You know that. All right. And then I decided to add a couple little tails for the scarf. Is that what they're called? Tails? Anyway. And I apologize about the lighting. It's kind of wacky. I didn't like the shape of my hat, so I just am erasing that and reshaping it just a little bit, tweaking it here and there, and I'm just adding some lines in for texture in the hat. You don't have to do that at this stage. You can just do that with paint later, or I will be coming in with my black pen and my white pen. And I'm just taking some clean water on my brush now and filling in the little pom-pom, and now I'm adding some Payne's Gray. I believe it is. I had to think about that for a second. It might be a watered down blue. I can't remember. This was a few hours ago that I did this. And then I got a little too much water, so I dabbed my brush on the paper towel and then just mopped up some of that water. And now I'm coming in and taking clean water just to the top of the hat because I thought I was going to leave the kind of rim or band of the hat. I thought I was going to leave that white, but you'll see in a little bit that I just do the whole thing red because that's just what I wanted to do. And I'll speed that up because I really start tweaking the red and it takes a really long time. I don't know why I spent so much time on that, but that's okay. So you can see I just decided, go ahead and fill the whole thing in. You can do, whatever you want, however many different colors you want. And then I just kind of, while it's still wet, I brought in some darker red on the right side, thinking I was going to kind of do a highlight on the on the left side of the paper. And then I hit pause and the lighting went crazy. I forgot to hit record, first of all, when I finished off that hat. And then I hit record, and I don't know why it looks like this, but it won't last long, so hang with me for just a minute. Thankfully, you can just see what I'm doing. You don't need to see the pencil lines in this particular segment. So I'm just filling in the scarf here. And then once I get that dried, I'll show you the technique I used for the hat, because you can see in the hat there's kind of little stripes in it. And so once we get our scarf filled in, I will show you how I did the hat as well. There's a couple things I do in this video that I'm going to advise you not to do. Well, first of all, you're most likely not going to be recording yours. Okay, gave it a good dry. Thankfully have good lighting again. And now I'm coming back in to show you how I did the hat. So I'm coming back in just with the same red, and I'm kind of doing little stripes, allowing the first layer of red to show through. And that just adds texture. It kind of just looks like that ribbed knit or whatever the material might be for her scarf. And it is a she. Her name is Jane, and you will, again, hear about her if you click the link in the comments about the poem that has the poem in it. All right, and we're just gonna keep going with the scarf here, and I'm only doing the kind of that band of the scarf. I'm gonna do something different on the little flappy things on the scarf. Oh my gosh, help me with English, it's hard today. All right, we're just going to solidly color in the little flappy things. And so it's a nice rich red. And then if you saw the intro in the video or the thumbnail that showed the picture of this, you will know that we're going to add a little design to her scarf as well. I think she's pretty darn cute. All right, give that a thorough dry as well. And then we are going to go back with our pencil up into the eyes. And this is optional. This is just for me because I'm drawing like little ovals in the eyes to remind me not to fill them in so that I can leave a little reflection. If you fill it in, that's fine because we can always add a reflection later. And I'm filling in the eyes with just black, except for that little reflection. And I'll tell you right now, first of all, how cute. You can already see how cute she's going to be. But this is where I would leave the black for last. I should have really painted the bird completely brown before I did any of this because it's best, and honestly before I did the red as well, because it's best to do light to dark colors when you're painting with watercolors. You can see for the beak, I'm just using some orange and her cute little personality starting to show through. I am wetting down just kind of like that bottom or that side, I guess, of the pom-pom and then bringing in some more of that Payne's Gray and just then dabbing it here and there so that there's still white showing, but maybe some little shadows of the little fluff. And then I'm spiking it out a little bit too. You can be as fun and whimsical with this as you'd like. I kept it pretty tame for me, you know? And then I decided to add some fringe to our scarf as well. And again, you can make those long and fun or crazy, whatever you want. But I just decided it added a little bit of character here, a little bit of interest, and just kind of tweak until you like how that looks. And giving that a good dry, and now I'm finally getting around to erasing that middle line of the wing, which was the outline of her body. Cute little plump body. It's going to get her all ready for winter. And then just kind of reshape the wings until you like what you see. I think she looks pretty cozy. Pretty cozy. All right. And then the next step we're going to do is what I should have done first, and that is bringing in just a light brown, which is going to be the base color of her face and her body. And I'll show you here in the close-up exactly what I mean by you should do light to dark, because here I accidentally touch the black of the eye and it comes out, which is fine. You just kind of dry your brush off on the paper towel and then you mop up that black, push it back in. Okay, and then carry on with your life and let that go. Okay, no big deal. We all make mistakes. And now I am going to just wet with a clean brush that kind of left side of the body there, her right, our left, and then bring in some more brown. And it's funny as I watch this on replay because I'm pretty sure I dipped into that red. I accidentally hit it a little bit, so there's a little pink down there, but that's okay. And now doing the other side of the bird and kind of like bringing it all together. That first side we did is still wet, so I'm going to bring in some more brown for the right side, and you're going to see it's a little bit darker than what I did on the left side of the page. And so pretty soon I'm just going to blend it all together, kind of bring that over there, see how that's getting darker too. So all good. Pretty much everything that happens, you can fix it. You just have to kind of work around things sometimes. But all right, she's looking pretty cute. And I decided I want some definition for these wings, so I'm coming in with the same brown and just making the wings a little bit darker. And you can see I'm putting little jagged edges on there to indicate her feathers and just that she's cute and furry and adorable. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Yeah, there's a lot of things that I do without thinking. I just kind of start painting and then without thinking about what makes sense, like light to dark. I kind of forget that sometimes. But you can see I'm making it work. You don't always have to start over if you make a mistake. So isn't she looking fluffy and cute? I love it. I'm giving her a little bit of texture in between her eyes as well. And you can go as wild with this as you'd like. I've got a little fluff sticking up around the scarf and out of the hat as well. And then I decide to also bring in a little bit of texture down at the lower part of her body, her little belly. Outlining that, and then just giving it some little fur, little feathers, whatever you want to call it. She's just looking fluffy and approachable, don't you think? I would approach her. I would. And now I want the wings to be darker than everything else I just did. So coming in with the brown again. Everything's dry, so then it will darken up nicely. And doing the same thing on the other side. I hope you'll check out the short video that I do of this. It'll be under a minute, probably 30 or 40 seconds, I'm guessing. And her little personality will just come to life. I think you'll really enjoy it. All right, I am painting in her feet, just using black. Feel free to use orange or whatever. Or you know what? Give her a pair of boots, the poor thing. Aw. All right. And I'm just wetting the ground area and painting in this is actually a mixture of black and blue, and just kind of indicating the ground there. If I had to do it over again, I would move that ground up a little bit so all of her feet are covered in it, or that it's all around her feet anyway. All right, and I don't know where the footage of me putting the little stars or snowflakes on her scarf went, but all I did, you can see they're just little asterisks, and that's what I did. I don't know, probably didn't hit record again. We're getting ready for Christmas over here. We had some errands to run this morning. Okay, you can see on the wings, I'm just scratching in and just giving her some extra fluff and contrast and texture, and did the same on the face. And now I'm just adding some stripes to the hat, and I'm outlining the eyes just to kind of give them a nice crisp edge. And there you have it. There's Miss Jane. All right, have fun with this. Yeah, give her a pair of boots if you try it. Oh goodness, I almost forgot to remind you about the giveaway that's happening. Before I get to the end of this video, I'm just going to tell you the deadline to enter is tomorrow, Sunday, December 22nd, 2024 at 5 p.m. Central. So know that going into this. And then just real briefly, I know it looks like I'm talking about this painting, but I just put some footage in there that I already had. Okay, so look in the description of this video, and I will have a link to the video in which I give all the details about the giveaway and what you need to do. It's super simple, it's free, no strings attached. I think it's going to be so fun. I only have a handful of people who have entered so far, so you still have a pretty good chance to win if you enter. Okay, take care.